solids. Okay, let's see here. The solids. Okay, they are mainly a three-dimensional figures that consist of, first, the faces, a flat shaped surface, like this one, and you'll see it more clearly in the next part. And number two, it's the edges, the line where the faces meet, like this one here. It's this face here meets this face in this edge, and this face up here meets this face in this edge. Okay, and the last thing, and which is binding the edges together, you know, the vertices. And the vertex is the point where the edges meet, like this vertex here. This edge and this edge and this edge meet in this vertex. Okay, so as you see here, the solids consist of three main stuff: the faces and the edges and the vertices. Okay, let's say we have a rectangular prism. Let's build the rectangular prism together here. Okay, so let's make a normal rectangle here with the length and the width. But this here is not it's not a solid. It's a 2D shape, and the solid is a 3D shape. Okay, so this here is a 2D shape. What can we do to make it a 3D shape? Let's add another thing here. Let's add the height. Okay, it will make it 3D. So when we add the height, it became a rectangular prism. But it's still missing some things to be a full rectangular prism. So first, these white lines here, they are called edges, and their number in the rectangular prism. Let's count them. They will glow blue now. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the bottom one 5, 6, 7, 8, and the top ones 9, 10, 11, 12. So totally they are 12. So we have 12 edges in the rectangular prism. Okay, but the edges alone, you see, they will wobble and fall at the end. So we need to bind them together with something. You remember? Where is the point where the edges meet? Yes, this is the vertices. So these here, these are the vertices, and one of them is called vertex. Okay, they will glow blue now, so you can see them clearly. Okay, let's count them. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, so 4 in top, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 in bottom. So totally they are 8. Okay, so the number of vertices is 8 in the rectangular prism. Okay, there is one last thing for this shape to be a solid: the faces here, like this one and this one. So let's count them: 1, 2, and 3, 4, and the top one 5, and the one here in the front 6. So totally they are 6. They will glow blue now, so you can see them more clearly, and their number is 6. Okay, that's it for the rectangular prism. Let's see the triangular prism. Okay, it's just like the rectangular prism for its base. It could be a rectangle or a square, but what's different here is its shape when it goes up. Okay, so you see here it's two rectangles here, this one and this one. Okay, so let's count their edges. They will glow blue now, so you can see them clearly. So let's count them. So let's count the 4 at the bottom first. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So totally there are 9 edges. Okay, but without a thing to bind the edges together, they'll wobble and fall at the end. So we need, yes, these vertices here. So these here are the vertices. They will turn blue so you can see them clearly. Okay, let's count them. There is only 2 up, 1, 2, and 4 down. 3, 4, 5, 6. So totally there are 6 vertices. Okay, that's for the vertices. There is one thing else left. Yes, the faces. So we have here 1 and 1 at the bottom. The base here 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last one at the front here, which is 5. So totally there is 5 faces. Okay, they will glow blue now so you can see them. and the number is 5. Okay, now for the pyramid. So its base is just like the triangular prism and the rectangular prism. Its base is a normal square or a rectangle. It's a square if the length and the width are equal, but here we don't know the length and the width, so let's call it a rectangle. But the different thing here that they all meet at one point. All the edges meet at one point. So here let's count its edges. So there's 4 down there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 up. 5, 6, 7, 8. So totally they are 8 edges. Okay, but without any vertices, it will wobble and fall. So we need to add these vertices here. They will glow blue so you can see them. And let's count them. There is 4 down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1 up here. So their total number is 5. Okay, and the last thing here is the faces. We have one as a base, another one here. So there are 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have 5 faces in total. They will glow now. Okay. And that's the last shape here. It's a hexagonal prism. So it have a base of a hexagon. Okay, this is its base. And it have also at the top here, it's also a hexagon. So let's count its edges. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So there are 18 edges in total. Okay, remember, they will wobble and fall without the vertices. So we'll add the vertices here. Okay, they will glow so you can see them all. Okay, and let's count them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are 12 in total. And the last thing here to build the hexagonal prism, it's the faces. So we have one here at the bottom, it's the base here, and one, there is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the top one, 8, the front one. So totally there are 8 faces. Okay, they're blue so you can see them. So totally their number is 8. Okay. These figures here are with a circular base, like the cylinder and the cone. They both have a circular base. Okay, I have a challenge for you. Find which solid does these shapes resemble. Like this one, what does this shape resemble? Does it resemble a rectangular prism or a square, or what does this shape here resemble? Yes, it resembles the pyramid. Okay, I want the number of faces. The number of faces of the pyramid, remember there is one here and one at the back and one opposite to this one. So there is 4 faces here and one at the bottom. So totally they are 5. And the number of edges, there is 4 up here and 4 at the base. So they are 8. And finally the number of vertices. So there is 4 down and 1 up. So totally they are 5. Okay, let's open a new page. Okay, what does this solid represent? It represents a triangular prism. Okay, the number of faces. I know this one is open, but we will count it as one because we can close it. So there is one here and one opposite to it in the other side, and this one and the one opposite to it in the other side. We can see it from inside, and the one at the bottom. So totally they are 5. Okay. Now with the number of edges, we know there is 4 down here, and one here, and opposite to them there is 2 like them, and one up here. So totally they are 9. Okay. So the last thing here is the number of vertices. We know there is 4 down there and 2 up there, so totally they are 6. Okay, the last shape here and its name is rectangular prism, or cube, because it looks like a cube. But the more accurate answer is a rectangular prism, because you don't know for sure that the length is equal to the width and it's equal to the height. It must be exactly the same. But why rectangular prism is more accurate? Because cube is a special case from the rectangular prism. So the more accurate answer is a rectangular prism or a cuboid. And rectangular prism and a cuboid is the same thing, by the way. Okay, so number of faces, there's 4 at the sides here and 2 up and down, so there's 6 in total. And the number of edges, there is 4 here in the sides, and there's 4 up and 4 down, so totally there are 12. And the last thing, the number of vertices, there is 4 down and 4 up, so totally there are 8. Yes, that's it for today, and this part is just for fun.